people, we took a couple days off at the house. We're back at the plant. As you can see, there she is. Got her washed, coming back. And we got another one of these crappy trailers. Oh, I hate these trailers. The main problem with these trailers is this freaking manual tandem slide on here. They get stuck quite often. We'll check the tires and the lights. But yeah, we took a couple days off at the house. And I know I said I was going to take, 4 or 5 days off, which I should have, but winter's coming up, Christmas is coming up, so I'm just going to go ahead and, as long as I get a couple days off. I mean, don't get me wrong, my wife wants me to take at least 4 days off, but we need to keep the progress going, you know what I mean? Before Christmas. I mean, wintertime trucking slows down anyway, so we are going to try to get that done. Now, I know in the previous video told you I had gotten that 3-axle alignment because I had that leaf spring on the right side replaced on this back part right here. Had it replaced last month, and I waited too long. I messed up, waited too long to get the alignment, and it wore the crap out of my steer tire. So I had to get another steer tire on the front. I got that back coming back into Texas, going through Lubbock. That's a brand new steer tire on the front right. The actual one on the left is pretty close. It's only 3/32 off because I had replaced both of those not too long ago, or at least the left one. So what I did, I'm going to have an inspection pretty soon, and today, it also, now the tire on this side it wasn't going to pass inspection anyway, not this one, but the one that was just on here was not going to pass inspection, and I had to take this Bridgestone off. This is actually a steer tire. I had to take it off, and I had it at my house because I got a hole in it and had to buy that brand new one for the left side. So this came off the left side, and it's got deep tread. It's practically brand new. Well, if you remember a few months ago, I had a blowout, so I had to buy a new tire for that one, and it was kind of mismatched on this side. I ran it as long as I could, but seeing as how I have an inspection coming up, I went ahead and got the steer tire that has a patch in this. This one does have a patch. That's why it's not on the steer axle. Went ahead and got it and had them replace it, put it on here. It matches up better with this newer tire that I have over here. I don't care, This is virgin rubber. It's got one patch in it, so it'll work. I got plenty of grip on all the other tires. So we're gonna get this load. This load goes to this load goes to Fort Worth, but we're being dispatched north again to Dodge City, and from there, who knows where we're going. We may take a hide load to Waterloo, Iowa again, or we may take loads to Springfield, Missouri. There's no telling, or even back to North Platte. I don't know. You'll know when I know. But we're hooking up to this crappy trailer. I guess everything works on it so far. The lights, tires are decent, but that freaking tandem slide on there, that's what I hate about these trailers. But everything looks all right now. I do not have a Henderson air valve system on this one. Do not have one of those. I don't see any hub leaks. Trailer doors are shut properly. Lights are working on top. Lights are working on the bottom, even though they're mismatched. Man, I hope they let me drop this trailer in Fort Worth so I can hook to another one. If they have an extra one, they'll let me do that, but because it's a Cargill I'm going to, but I kind of doubt that's going to happen. I might have to stay on this trailer. Then give this trailer to Dodge City. That's what I'll do. Either way, give it to Fort Worth or Dodge City and get me a newer one. That'll work. Yeah, let me finish hooking up to this. I'm gonna have to jack down. I'm gonna have to do the landing gear down a little bit. It's gonna be pretty tough doing that. So we'll get back to you, people. Anyways, we got hooked up to this trailer, people, and everything looks okay. So we will proceed to take it, head out of the plant. I have a reason to be biased about these trailers, not just because of the fact that sliding tandem thing is a poor design. On a lot of them, the older they get, the pins wear out. Or I don't know what it is, but they're hard to pull those pins back where you can slide the tandems. A lot of these kind of trailers, you have to sit there and mess with them and get those pins perfectly in the middle of the frame where the little holes are. Those pins go through for those pins, because usually those pins are against the frame, and you have to get them dead center for you to be able to pull those pins back. Sometimes that'll take 45 minutes on these old trailers. This one I got lucky. I just pulled it and it slid right in. So had to get towed into Tyler and spent a week in the shop. Stayed at the hotel for a week, and that was about an $8,000 bill, you know, with the tow truck. So got my motor mounts replaced, all four of them. Got some DEF hoses replaced that had tore, and heater hose. Yeah, it's about an $8,000 bill, not including the hotel and rental car that I got. So I have a reason to be biased towards these trailers, and let that be a lesson to anybody who, you know, runs into a stubborn trailer like this, trying to slide their tandems. You got to realize, man, those motor mounts are not made to take weird kind of torque. They can bounce up and down all day long, but when you're putting your engine at a weird angle because of the torque you put on it, it could bust the motor mounts, because part of those motor mounts are made of plastic. Yeah, just be careful of that. You know, don't try to torque. Don't try to put too much torque adjusting trailer tandems, because it will mess your motor mounts up. And hard lesson learned there. But you know, I think that some of it was because that lady backed into me. I mean, she hit me pretty hard, and it might have got things offset because it happened right after that. So. Anyways, we're going to try to get this load checked out. They just sent me a barrage of messages, and apparently I'm not going north. I'm going north as far as Dodge City that I know of, but then we're coming back down to the plant. We're going to get a pallet load, take it to the plant, and then get a 3-drop going to Claiborne, Bryan, and Houston. I'm not complaining because that's a good paying load, you know. But I was hoping to get some of those Springdale or Marshall, Missouri loads. But we'll see. And yeah, we're going to try to get out of here. And we sat there for a good 15 minutes. You know, looking at the Raycon dispatch for what's going on with these other loads and writing everything down. I like to write everything down. So it takes me a little bit of time. I know some people just take a picture of it, but I don't want to have a bunch of damn pictures on my phone, you know. So we wrote it down, accepted the loads, and but we got to do this load first to Fort Worth. So we're going to get busy doing that. I'm waiting on my paperwork and for them to open this gate. Oh, just check it in, people. We took our 34, got our load, Fort Worth. We made it. I didn't film any of it coming down. I mean, stopped at the truck stop, got some fuel, and I filmed this stretch of road before, so there's
plenty of times on previous videos. But turn off my bright lights there, and yeah, we're just parked on the street here, waiting until morning time. But if you can't tell, somebody made a boo-boo coming out of the plant. Looks like they hit the ditch with the trailer. And the trailer's leaning pretty good. Now, I don't know if that is someone who got loaded or someone who got unloaded. Hopefully they don't have, well, you figure if they had to load on it, it might tip over. I don't know. But we'll see what comes of this. But I'm not going to stay up and wait for it. I'm going to have to get some sleep. And I'll do a post trip first and then get ready to go to bed. Got to get up in the morning, deliver this, and then we got 2 picks picking up tomorrow, going to Dodge City. Look who it is. We're over here in Iowa Park, Texas, picking up the second pick on this load going to Dodge City. I'm trying to find out. The freaking mirror is shaking so much you can't even see the number of that door. Let me straighten out some, see if that's the last door on that side, but that's the one I need. Look who it is. Remember that truck? Miles of Smiles Trucking, Cargill. He's over here. Remember we saw him in Laredo. What was the last video or video before that? That turd's ahead of me again. Oh well. Guess he's waiting to get loaded too. And he's also going to Dodge City. Whoa! What's up with that, man? Oh, this place is weird. They want you to back into a door, go inside, and then you pull out and wait for the door to load in. It's kind of weird. We got checked in and we, well, they told me that they don't have it pulled yet, so it's going to be a little while. I kind of figured that. They always take forever over here. This is only my second time here, but the last time it also took time, so it's probably going to take away my driving time. I might not make it to Dodge City tonight. I'll probably run out of driving time, but that's okay because the load's not due till tomorrow. So whatever. And we parked beside our buddy over there. Miles of Smiles Trucking. He got up in his truck just now, but he went back in the sleeper again. I guess he's taking a nap. I don't know. Well, I guess we get to sit here for a while and wait for them to pull that load so we can get a door and get loaded. It's not that much that we're going to get, so I hope they hurry. Right, howdy do people. It is the next morning. We got that, we got those 2 picks yesterday, one in Fort Worth and one in Iowa Park, Texas. And yeah, we got those loads yesterday going up here to Dodge City, and right now there's a little deer on the road, little baby got hurt. Thoughts and prayers for Baby's family. But yeah, we got those 2 picks yesterday going up here to Dodge City, and actually that second pick, it took a while to get loaded. It usually does at that facility. I've only been there one other time, and they're always slow getting you loaded. I think the problem is that that they wait till you get there to pull your load. I mean, that's the whole issue. so they check your trailer first. You pull into a door, then you pull out. I mean, that's the only place I know of that does that. I mean, but I don't understand why they can't just check your trailer when you back into it to load. But that's how they do it there. So, anyways, we finally got loaded, but we didn't get loaded until about 10 o'clock at night. So, my 14-hour on duty clock, you know, I only had like 2.5 hours left. So that's as far as we made it. We came down, we went up, well, this road right here, what is it, 183 or something like that, off of 287 into Clinton. And I just thought I would get a picture, you know, show you the scenery a little bit of the middle of Oklahoma. It's pretty nice, you know. They got some hills and draws going on here too, some windmills. They do have some oil rigs going up every once in a while, and I just thought I'd get a new picture of that. Now, I was going to try to get back to get that pallet load at Amarillo, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time because they took the time off my clock yesterday, that second pick. So I had to stop short, and now, and to get this loader here on time, I had to do like an 8-2 split. So I left before my 10 was up, but when I woke up this morning, that steer tire that I put on the tractor when I did my pre-trip, it was flat. Yeah. There's a little tire shop, a little Firestone there in Clinton, and I called them and they said, yeah, they can fix the semi tire. So I pulled into their lot. They really don't have room for a semi. You can pull one semi in there, kind of key to the bay doors, you know. Just pull it on the concrete. That's where they had me pull it. You know, that's what I did. They took it off and got it fixed. I was kind of worried about that tire, you know, because, you know, it did sit outside for a while, but I'm not sure if it was sitting outside is what caused it. But that patch that was on there failed, and that's where it was leaking from. I didn't have a bolt or a nail in it. It was that previous patch that was leaking. So, and from what they told me, the patch was not put on there right or correctly. I don't know. I mean, that's just what they told me there at Firestone in Clinton. So hopefully he got the patch on there right this time. I mean, it wasn't them that did it, but they're the ones that fixed it. So hopefully it is fixed now, and that tire will hold up. It doesn't look like, it looks like it went down overnight, because, you know, you can usually tell if you're loaded when a tire's flat and how that tire wears a little bit, you know. So I don't think I ran on it with it being low, because I checked it several times, so I knew, you know, that tire was patched. And every time I checked it, it was up. But this morning when I got up, it was flat. So we got that fixed. And now we're just heading to Dodge City. We got about a 4-hour drive, and going up. I guess this is 183. We're gonna have to get on like 256 or something, and go through Woodward, Oklahoma, up that way. Yeah, we're just enjoying the beautiful morning. I'm glad I'm, you know, back to day driving. I mean, I don't mind not driving because the traffic is less, but, you know, I like to see stuff. I like to look at the scenery and stuff and see the lay of the land and what's out there, and that's why I enjoy, you know, driving during the day. That's because of that reason. And I'm sure you guys understand why. But I do drive at night. Don't get me wrong. I drive a lot at night, you know, to get the job done. So, but we're getting it done today. Hopefully, we'll make it up there without any issues. And we're supposed to drop and hook. The planner told me, I messaged him last night or yesterday when I got to that second pick, and I told him, well, what do I do when I get up there in Dodge City? Do I wait for this trailer to get unloaded or what, you know? And he was like, he messaged me back, said that he emailed Dodge City and asked them to release an empty for me. So I should be able to drop a hook onto an empty when I get up there and leave this trailer up there. I did complain about this trailer in a previous clip, but you know, this trailer's doing pretty good. It rides pretty good for an older trailer. So we are at a cross stop, but we need to keep going straight to Woodward. I'm sorry, we need to go forward, not straight. But we need to wait on these cars because the cross traffic does not stop, as you can tell by the sign. And this car is turning over here to the left, so we need to wait on him. And if you do come through Clinton or even down I-40, I'd hate to give this away, but I really don't care because I don't stop there that much. There is a truck stop south of I-40 in Clinton, Oklahoma. It's called Domino's Fuel, and they have a big gravel lot. You can fit a lot of trucks in there. And there were quite a few trucks in there last night, but they could have fit some more. I don't know. People just don't know about that truck stop. But it's just due south of I-40, about half a mile, you know, in Clinton. It's on the east side of the road. And that's where we stayed last night. And they do have a deli there, so. And it's a small truck stop. It's a convenience store top, and they have a deli, and they actually have showers too, so you can get a shower there too. So if you're ever coming through and you're running out of time, and I know there's a Love's down I-40 there, but that Love's over there at I-40, you know, by Clinton, that's a really small Love's. So if you can't find a spot over there, you know, just turn down 183, whatever this road is going through Clinton, and head south, you know, on it, and there's that Domino's fuel stop, truck stop. And they do have diesel pumps there. They got about 7 or 8, something like that. So you can get diesel there too. All right, we're going to get down the road a bit, and we will talk to you guys here. Going north on 183. I stopped at this truck stop like 2 weeks ago when I came through here. This Phillips 66 right here. This is a nice truck stop. This is on the corner of 183 and 270. It is a huge truck stop, and it is very, very nice. This is the nicest truck stop I've ever been to, you know. And it's at the corner of 180. This is north of Clinton right here. And I just finished that one clip. I went a mile down the road and I saw this truck stop, and I'm like, oh yeah, they have this truck stop here. But, you know, this one's like 30 miles north, actually, of Clinton, somewhere around 30 miles. But if you're headed north, you know, towards Woodward, Oklahoma, you can also stop there at that truck stop if you have time to get there. It is very nice truck stop. All right, we'll get down the road a bit. A couple hours later, and we are in. We're not actually in Dodge City. We just went through Fort Dodge, which is before Dodge City. And the cargo plant that I'm going to is in between Fort Dodge and Dodge City. If you keep going into Dodge City, then there's the National Beef plant there and the truck stops. The Cargill is actually before Dodge City, and that's what we were going to. Other side of these railroad tracks, right here on the left. But I just thought I would get the last leg of this. Now, I'm hoping I can make it back to Amarillo. I actually need to get an inspection on this truck, DOT, and but they're kind of making it hard on me because they want me to get a empty trailer from somewhere around here and bring it to the plant. Now they're going to pay me for it, you know. So I mean, I assume it's empty. They will pay me for it, but it kind of puts me in a bind getting back. to Amarillo because I didn't do a full 10, you know, and it's already going to be a long drive. I mean, I've already put 4 hours in, and I think it's like 5.5 over there. I might have put 4.5 hours in, so it may be, you know, 10.5 hour drive before all is said and done, and having to go get that trailer. They're going to put a bind on everything, but you know, we do what we can. I mean, I am on a kind of like an 8273 split, so if I do have to stop, you know, I'll just have to do a 2 or a 3, but that'll put me in Amarillo late, you know, around midnight, and I did not want to get there that late. But yeah, we'll check in here and go drop this loaded trailer and go from there. We'll go get that empty. All right. Well, instead of getting a trailer from the plant, they sent me a message to go pick up one at this trailer place. They wanted to know if I could take it to the plant, and I'm like, I sent them a message, and I was like, why don't I just, if it's empty, why don't I just take it? Because I didn't know if the trailer was empty or not, but I figured it was at the, you know, Thermo King or something like that. Just got fixed, right? So I sent him a message. I was like, well, if it's empty, why don't I just take it? Because I'm supposed to pick up an empty. And when I went over there to get it, you know, I hooked up to it and everything, did a pre-trip, and she said, yeah, just go ahead and take it. So that saved me from, yeah, I did not get paid to shag it to the plant, but I really don't make any money shagging it. I mean, it pays good, but you know, it's not a day's pay. It's far from a day's pay, you know. So as what I was going to get at is that it's kind of disturbing, a little bit disturbing, that I did not get a meat load out of the cargo meat plant up here, because I mean, it's a huge plant, you know. I'm like, what the heck? But at the same time, I really don't care, because it's only a 200-mile deadhead, and I'm getting the pallet load tomorrow to the plant. And if I would have got a meat load out of Dodge City, it probably would have been like last time. I would have lost a whole day waiting for that load to get ready, because every time I come up here, I think I've been up here one time where they got the load ready on time. Actually got it loaded before what they call the drop dead time. You know, when it needs to be loaded to be able to give the driver enough time to get to the destination. And on these loads, you know, they're supposed to give you 5 extra hours to get to where you need to go. So, but when you come up here to Dodge City, for some reason, that never happens. And also, the guards will not take your phone number to call you when the load's ready. And so you have to keep constantly calling them to see if your load's ready. And then sometimes they misread the computer. Well, I remember one time they misread the computer. I stayed over here on the weekend. I called them on Friday. I got here on Friday. My load was supposed to be ready on Saturday. I called them on Saturday. And, well, they're supposed to get it ready Friday, because I was supposed to pick it up Saturday. I called them on, they said it wasn't ready on Friday. I called them on Saturday. They said it wasn't ready on Saturday, so I waited until Monday to get it. By that time, the load was late. I forget where it was going. But, so I called them on Monday, and then they told me, well, it was ready on Saturday. Why are you just picking it up? And you talk about hot. I was pretty freaking mad about that. That I'd sit there for, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'd sit there for 3 days, and they tell me, oh, it was ready. It's just like last time, you know, if you watch that previous video, one of those previous videos, you know, I sat, the load was supposed to be ready by 6 p.m. Well, 6 p.m. rolled around, it wasn't ready. got up at 12 and checked on it. 12 o'clock p.m. I thought the load might be ready a little early. Wasn't ready at 6. Wasn't ready at 12. I called them at 3:30 in the morning, and they said it wasn't ready. So I go to sleep. I get up at 9 o'clock. I call them again, and they said, yeah, it was ready at 3:30. And I'm like, I called you at 3:30. I called the shack at 3:30, and they said it wasn't ready. So I don't know what kind of bad stuff they're smoking over there, but they do not know how to do their jobs very well for some reason. And it shouldn't be up to the driver to wake up every 2 hours to, to call to see if a load's ready. And I was afraid, I was going to have to go through the same BS this time, so I was like, I'm not going to say anything. And they know that I'm already pissed off in Dodge City because I have problems every time I come up here. So that might be the reason why they didn't give me a load out of here. And I'm not going to say anything about it because I'll probably end up losing a whole day if I do. So I'm just going to deadhead this trailer to the pallet place, get that load taken to the plant. And I've got a really good load coming out of there it's a multi-drop load going down to Houston. I thought I mentioned that before. So we're gonna get that load, but I'm looking forward to getting home tonight. It shows that I have enough driving time to get home, and because I need to take the wife out to eat, man. I haven't taken her out to eat in like 3 weeks. Well, since before I did all this Dodge City, Nashville, empty trailer, I went to Dodge City, Springfield, got a load of Springdale, came down to Houston, ran back through Texas, got a load to Marshall, Missouri, came back down to Springdale, then took that load to Nashville, or took that load to back to Texas, multi-drop to Houston. Then I got that load out of Freona to Georgia, and then I did that empty trailer load, to Nashville. And then I came back to Springfield, came back down. And yeah, since the start of that in Dodge City, I haven't taken her out to eat. I've been away, I've been away. The last couple of times I have been home, it's just been for a 10-hour break and everything's already closed. So, kind of looking forward to that so we can get out and spend some time together, quality time, and take her out to where she wants to go. I already know where she wants to go, so. And hopefully everything will go all right. Thoughts and prayers for me going back that way, headed south here out of Dodge City.